Scania green band on the tacho highlights the optimised fuel economy zone. When you drive between 1000 and 1500 RPM in all current Scania vehicles, you're using peak torque and the least fuel. Too much horsepower will result in over-revving and will display beyond the green band. So, keep the revs between 1000 and 1500 RPM, where you're letting the engine do the work whilst saving fuel. Oh, and it's recommended to pay particular attention to the green band when climbing hills. All Scanias are fitted with anti-lock brakes, electronic braking system, traction control, and most are fitted with our very own Scania Retarder. The Scania Retarder is a braking system connected to the gearbox, which can automatically maintain braking to control vehicle speed within a specified range and making driving smoother, safer, and more comfortable for passengers as well as the driver. Now, the retarder has 6 positions. 5 positions of braking, which increase by 20% through each application that's applied, and the off position. When you are off the accelerator and want to slow the vehicle, begin pulling the retarder arc towards you and feel the retarder engaging. But the retarder should always be returned to the off position when you have completed the braking task. The reason for this is so that next time you take your foot off the accelerator, you're able to coast. Also, please note the retarder does not have an effect on the speed if it's under 8 kilometres per hour. On the underside of the lever is a small button marked AUT. You can think of it as the brake pedal control switch. For everyday operation, it should be in position 1, and the retarder is activated first when the driver taps the brake pedal. You would only move it across to the 0 position when driving in snowy or icy conditions. In this position, the retarder is only activated via the wand and not via the foot brake. In summary, the Scania Retarder is a great way to drive efficiently, reduce wear and tear on the service brakes, and provide a smooth ride for passengers. Anticipation and patience are key factors in driving efficiently. Being able to read the road early and foresee potential obstacles or conditions ahead allows for decisions to be made in a proactive and safe manner. The best drivers keep their buses rolling. They anticipate traffic changes and compensate in advance. Therefore, you should scan the upcoming traffic conditions. Every time that you bring the bus to a stop, it means you're using more fuel to get moving again. So use the vehicle's momentum to coast up to bus stops, intersections, roundabouts, and traffic signals if they're red. Therefore, avoid harsh braking and hard acceleration. So, if you drive the bus the way it's designed to be driven, it will enhance your driving and provide improved passenger comfort. Coasting's when you're travelling along and identify an opportunity to take your foot off the accelerator and let the vehicle do the work through the momentum and kinetic energy of the vehicle. And coasting ends when you slow to walking pace, about 4 kilometres per hour, or when you reapply the accelerator. This is the best way to save fuel. So the keys to coasting are: identify coasting opportunities early, coast as much as possible, and challenge yourself to extend coasting distances. I'd like to introduce you to the concept of free kilometres. Free kilometres are achieved through good coasting and anticipation. By thinking about how all your coasting distances will add up to a kilometre, you can self-calculate how many free kilometres you can achieve per shift or per trip. Free kilometres can then be looked at over the periods of weeks, months, or even years. Now, did you know that 1 litre of fuel equates to approximately 2.7 kilograms of CO2 emissions? So, all those free kilometres that you've been achieving means that no fuel's been used to travel those distances. And the effects of reducing CO2 emissions is positive for the environment. Also, if you do a regular run each day, you can even compare your driving effectiveness day by day or by self-monitoring your average fuel consumption off the trip data display.